my dear students. Welcome back to our science class. Before we proceed to our new lesson, let's do pre-assessment. You will do it in quizzes. The code will be provided during the online class. Now, let's begin. Look at this picture carefully. What can you observe in this picture? Today, we're going to learn about Lesson 1.9, What Do Seeds Need? On your student book, it is on page number 18 to 19. For the learning objectives of this lesson, first, to define germination. Second, to investigate what are the needs of seeds to germinate. But before we go further to our lesson, let's define first the following keywords. The keywords are germinate and dormant. When we say germinate, when the seed starts to grow. Dormant, when something is still alive, does not grow until the conditions are suitable. So you need to read and practice these keywords so that you will be able to understand more the concept of this lesson. Now, watch this video carefully. From the video, you have watched about the seed germination. What is all about seed germination? It is a process by which plant grows from seed. Remember, not all seeds that fall on the ground will germinate or start to grow into a new plant. Millions of seeds are dispersed, but only few of the seeds germinate and become plants. Some seeds lie dormant or inactive in the soil for years, waiting for the right conditions to germinate. Many seeds can be dormant for 10 to 15 years. Some seeds can lie dormant for hundreds or even thousands of years. So why do some seeds germinate while others don't? You will investigate what seeds need to germinate. Prepare 4 jars. Label the jars A, B, C, and D. Put blotting paper or cotton wool in each jar. Put 4 bean seeds in each jar between the glass and the blotting paper or cotton wool. Put jars A and B in a sunny place in your home and put some water in jar A and keep the cotton wool moist all the time. Do not water jar B. Put jar C and D in a cold place away from sunlight. Put some in jar C but do not water jar D. So these are the steps on how you're going to proceed to your investigative work.
Oh, hey guys! Squeaks and I are checking out our plants and they look great. It's almost hard to believe that these beautiful flowers and plants came from the teeny tiny seeds we put in the pots just a few weeks ago. You might be familiar with the little packets of seeds that you use to grow flowers or vegetables in your garden, or maybe the sunflower seeds that you find in your snack mix. But did you know that popcorn kernels, beans, peas, acorns, and rice are also seeds? Well, one of our friends, 5-year-old Dimitri, wrote in to ask us, how does a seed grow into a plant? Thanks for asking, Dimitri. First of all, seeds come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but they're all made of 3 parts. An outer shell called the seed coat, a tiny baby plant that's inside the seed called the embryo, and some plant food for the embryo called endosperm. The seed coat has an important job. It covers the entire seed, protecting the little baby plant inside and keeping it from drying out. The seed coat also has super sensing powers. It has special chemicals in it that can tell when the seed is in the right place to start growing. For example, the sunflower seeds and the pumpkin seeds in your trail mix sense that it's not safe to grow. After all, seeds can't grow when they're surrounded by raisins and chocolate chips. So while the seeds are in a bag or in your hands, it's like they're asleep. The seeds are still alive, but they're dormant or inactive. Some seeds can stay like this for hundreds or even thousands of years. Great question, Squeaks. To get started, every seed needs water, the right temperature, and the right amount of light. Once the seed has these 3 things, like when it's planted in some nice wet soil, the embryo, or baby plant, gets the signal to start growing. For plants, this growing process is called germination. First, the seed coat lets some water through to the embryo, but the embryo needs more than just water if it's going to grow. Good thing there's a whole bunch of plant food right there inside the seed. Until the plant can make its own food from sunlight, which it will need leaves to do, it relies on the endosperm for energy. It's like the little baby plant has its own backpack of snacks. So the embryo keeps growing and taking in more water until the seed coat cracks open and the embryo kicks out a kind of a foot. But not at all like my foot. The first part of the plant to come out of the seed is the root. The root always grows downward, no matter what way the seed is planted. A seed can actually tell which way is up and which way is down. So the root pushes down deeper and deeper into the soil, looking for more water and minerals to feed the baby plant. Once the plant is all grown up, those deep roots will have another job. They'll help keep the plant from falling over or blowing away in the wind. But soon after the first baby root finds its way into the dirt, another part of the seed pops out, this time in the opposite direction. A shoot, which has the stem of the plant and a few leaves, pushes its way up towards the sunlight. Once the shoot breaks through the soil to the open air above, we say that it's sprouted. Now the plant doesn't need the endosperm anymore because it can make its own food from sunlight. With enough water and sunlight and the right temperature, the young plant will continue to grow, getting bigger and growing more leaves until it's an adult plant and it can produce seeds of its own.
Now, for your next activity, let's do virtual lab activity. Click this link and do the virtual lab activity. For your live worksheet activity, copy this link and do your activity. Now, it's time for you to answer the question on your student book, page number 18 to 19. For your first assessment, let's do in the portal. Enter your registered number and the password. The time limit for this activity is only 5 minutes. Thank you for listening and have a good day.